All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff looking right. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
And they'll run it here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set! Green 39!
They run with Logan. Heck of a move. Man. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. the carry, it's Logan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And here come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On first down, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Logan. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the... This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here with Logan. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rosen now off the bootleg. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Allen now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen throwing on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Operating from the gun. Allen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard. Line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Snead's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
So So after the INT, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
And here's Allen, operating from the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Cox. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And Nelson's got it here right side. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now Jones. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Get wide. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
Allen now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Logan. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now Rosen on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gold now out to kick it away. Now Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Airing it out for Hearns. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now it's Rosen. It's complete to Snead. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now it's Rosen looking. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
And they'll run it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Allen will try again on second down. Completes it to Hearns. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen from the gun on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Now it's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they really sleepwalk through this one as they fall to defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.